I'm Frank, and back from the dead. I know it's been a while since we've had a Gaming Fix show since basically the New Year's. It's 2022, and I basically just got hit really hard. I was watching the Rose Parade, and uh, on the 1st of January, and just got really hit with a cold, cough, um, some head stuff for about 17 days. And oddly enough, I'm still coughing up mucus and having a good time. But I'm guessing that somehow I've either got a cold or I've got COVID. That's basically the options at this point, along with half the rest of the country. But I haven't been able to check to see if I actually have COVID because the testing has not been available, and I guess I could have bought a quick test, but unfortunately, right now I just don't have the money to do that, and so the only thing I can really afford to do is just avoid everybody. So I've avoided everybody, and gonna go do mailings today. So if there's something that I said that I was going to send you, then it should be on its way. So we will start as we always do with how I got my game on, and hopefully not tarry too long, as we do have quite a few different things to talk about today, and a lot of them being news items. Um, so I one thing that really actually got me along, or something that I could definitely do and enjoyed, was playing uh, Empire and puzzles, which I often do, and I upgraded some heroes. We did a bunch of stuff, really. I was just in a lot of different quests. One of the quests that they have now is it's an Aether quest, and what that does is you get to play for the purpose of increasing your. So there's a cap that your hero can level to, which is 80, and then it opens up a tree, and that tree gives you these different skills, and you pay for those skills using these medallions. And uh, basically, you have to send all the way to the top and get your character completely to its main level before the tree opens. Well, what this does is it increases the levels. So, like, if you're at, say, essentially 80 plus the 20 different tree skills, then you can then go back and add 5 levels to that character to make it better, so that way you can keep progressing. So I did some of those, and was pretty successful. Had one war that was so bad. Oh, it was so bad. I was fighting one guy. He had his numbers were actually under mine. Like, I have 4,000 point team, and he had a 36 or 39 point team, and just kept killing me. Like, I was able to take out a couple of his guys at a time, but it made it so that I was getting nines and zeros and 17s. So my overall war score was like something like 36, which is horrible. Like, my good war score is about 600. So, you know, 36 is not the kind of score you want to have in that. It was a fun game, though, It's been really fun. It's been fun getting back to people and talking and playing. I took a hiatus um, for the holidays, just for you know because I needed to think about some things, and so I was doing that, and then I came back and started getting into some more punching some titans. So getting a lot of stuff like that done. Yesterday was the first day that I was able to do history on the fives, and it was a great show because uh, Joey was there, Spider Bob was there, um, Sean Hamilton was there, Diecast was a guest, and of course John, um, not John, Rob Clay was there, and Boomer was there. So it was really it was everybody was there. I always forget his name. I forget because he doesn't talk that much, but he's a good guy. He does repro labels. I will try and find his name, but he was also there, and he's a great guy. He's one of the first people to support Radio Free Cybertron, and just a really cool guy. I just can't think of his name right now. And so no disservice to him at all. So yeah, so I did that. We talked. We talked about all the different things that happened in Transformers time, and of course, just talked about other things during the little quips and stuff. So that was really fun. And that was, I think, my first foray back onto anything that was recorded since. Well, I made a couple live messages. I made a live message Monday saying that I was going to do the wrestling show, and promptly slept for 4 hours. So yeah, this has been a rough time. I'm gonna check the comments because I see somebody's in here, so I'm gonna check the Twitch right now and see if we have anybody saying anything that I need to be aware of. Oh, well, I don't know. We'll see. That's TF Radio. I'm trying to check my channel. I'm checking the channel just to see if you're trying to talk to me. And oh, that's weird. It bounced me out. Okay. I may not be aware. If you're trying to reach me, I'm sorry. I can't seem to get into Twitch right now, so I can't see what's being said. I don't know. Anyway, what else? I watched some Cowboy Bebop last night. That was pretty cool. Watched The Stand. That was really good. I really like Alex Skarsgård because I was a big True Blood fan. So seeing him act as Randall Flagg, I thought was pretty good. The one thing I will say about The Stand, at the beginning at least, is that it bounces all over the place, which for me is no problem because not because I've read the books actually, but because I saw the 90s series and I've seen other versions of it, and because of that I know the story, so it's bouncing around. I was able to follow it, but if you're new to the series, it might be kind of bothersome. So either that was kind of bad, but I thought that the character development was better because mainly the amount of time, because in the 90s series it was 6 hours and this was 9 episodes or 10 episodes, so that was really cool, including a wrap-up of the whole series, which I thought was really cool. So it's on Paramount Plus. It was funny. I was watching it, and I was under the impression that it had run originally on CBS, but then when I heard them swearing, like, I was like, oh well, you can't have that on the Matlock channel. So I'm pretty sure that didn't happen on there. So I'm pretty sure it's Paramount Plus only. But that was pretty fun. I've been watching Cowboy Bebop. I really like the groove of it, the feel of it. Sometimes it's a little bit too much action for me, but that's just me. So that's going to be any anime that I watch that's got a lot of action. Sometimes I just have problems following it for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. This happens to me with Transformers too, although Transformers is a worst case scenario because like not the cartoon, of course, but the movie, because everything's rotating and sometimes you can't quite tell what robot is what robot and stuff like that. So the action just gets kind of hard to follow. But yeah. Oh, I have to give a shout out to and you probably noticed StreamYard that the shirt looks great today. I just noticed the color is so much better. It's not a ugly gray. It's actually the color it's supposed to be. It's a green. I might, let me see. It might be my lighting. Let me throw some light on here, and then people can see it. So, speaking of the T-shirt, of course, definitely should go on to TeePublic and check out our T-shirts. We have this shirt right here, which is our standard green shirt with what I call the classic, which has bringing up the community on it. And it's a little like it's close. Like the screen is really close to the right color. So stop messing with that light. It's really close to that color. It's a nice green, and so yeah, if you want that, or you could get the gray T-shirt, and you can always pick colors. Like I have a friend I think that picked he didn't want it in green, so he bought it in red. You can always pick colors on TeePublic, which is really nice. And of course, we have all the curated stuff. I started to do a little tiny bit of curating this morning. I added a magic shirt. But if you go onto there, you can get stickers. You can get pretty much all the things with all kinds of different pop culture. And every time you make a purchase, it goes back to Gaming Fixx, and we can provide you with more content. And this year, let me tell you, we are going to have a lot more like YouTube videos that are like, segmented YouTube videos with different information and stuff. And then, of course, we'll still have Gaming Fixx Live. And, of course, we've got the 123, which is still under our banner, which is our wrestling show. And we're going to be going to some live events this year. When it's possible, of course. And we're going to, and then of course, if you like comedy, there's Black and White now in color, and this is this is all under the Wildfire umbrella, which we're part of. And but anyway, all of those things are supported by you going on to TeePublic and buying a T-shirt. Another way that you can help us out is to join our Patreon. You can go on to patreon.com/realgamingfix, and we just have 3 tiers, and they're pretty cheap. Like one, I think, is $1, and I think our top tier is 10. And I think right now I may have it set for you get special content that I haven't that I need to get to creating. That'll be pretty cool. Also, you have access to be a contestant on the Ultimate Showdown, which I'm going to start doing the visuals on that pretty soon, and we should be up and running on that. I hate to give a date because I'm just not sure when, but it's definitely something that's coming soon. And if you want to be part of that, then one way to do that is to be a Patreon for Gaming Fixx. So with all that stuff out of the way, I'm just trying to make sure pay the bills. Eventually, we may have some information on WhatsApp because we've been working with that. And WhatsApp is live auctions, so you'll be able to see my pretty face selling some items. And I don't know how soon that'll be, but we're working on that. Going to probably get some cool inventory. Basically, just like if we went into the shop, some games. There'll be games, action figures, pretty much any kind of a collectible that you could think of. We'll probably have magic cards. We'll have different things. It's going to be interesting to see how I'm allowed to, if I have to be in a segment or if I can do different things, because I really want to do different things because that's something we do. Retro gaming, all the different things that Gaming Fixx did when I was an open shop. We're going to come back to doing that, and we're just going to be doing it online. So it'll be really cool. Of course, we're hoping to get to some conventions this year. I don't know which ones. Could be interesting. There's a lot of different scenarios because of just my health, general, things. Some possibilities, although I don't know. Well, like I could see a possibility of being able to go to an up north convention, but the only thing with that is I don't know if it would work because like the logistics. I have some people. I have some people in different locations, so there's a lot of different places that I could go and visit. That I hadn't really thought about before, but I would just have to make sure that I had all my stuff in gear. So we'll figure it out, and But if, as far as being all part of that, helping us out, and as I mentioned before, we just recently got a camera, we got lights. Eventually, I think next I want to get some. I may want to get some barn door, some light fixtures, and maybe a better um, tripod, something like that. Anyway, basically increasing the content, making the content better. Uh, like for instance, if you notice, well, you may not know, but right now we're on StreamYard. And StreamYard's okay. They do a good job, but I definitely prefer being on a Restream and want to go back on a Restream, and that's going to be that's going to cost some money. So I'm going to, all those ways help us out, and now let's get into some stories, and I'm just going to leave the TeePublic going because we don't have anything else. So as if you've been following, Gaming Fixx made the decision, along with a lot of other news outlets, to not cover any stories from any basically guilty companies that were guilty of malfeasance or not malfeasance, but basically mistreatment of their employees or sexual harassment claims, that type of thing. And so we had a little list of of organizations, and I'm not going to go into the list of organizations, but I am going to go into the one that for now is got to get a little bit of a pass, and I want to talk about that. First of all, I guess we should talk about our top story. Blizzard Activision has been purchased by Microsoft INC, I guess. Is that? I think it's Microsoft Incorporated. It might not be. It might be, but by Microsoft, and of course the Xbox line. And so this changes a lot as far as Activision and Blizzard, as far as their policies. Now, it's possible that Microsoft may continue to allow some of that stuff, and when that happens, then we would definitely shut that down and not report on them anymore, because if they allow that to continue, but we have to assume with a new corporation that there'll be a change, and so we're going to give them time to get their house in order. So that means that we will be mentioning all of their titles from now on once again. And this makes me happy, and I'm really hoping that everything goes really good for Blizzard Activision Blizzard, because I have a lot of friends that work there, and they are trying to create the best games, and they don't need to be harassed or mistreated, and hopefully this will stop that. And obviously, and they also want to be able, most of them aren't being harassed, but they want to be able to hold their heads up high, and have work for a company that has good standards where people aren't being harassed. And so I think that's really good. There's, of course, a lot of logistics that we could definitely get into. One of the things is that Microsoft now owns Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, as well as so many other titles in the Activision line, including Call of Duty. So now you have Halo and Call of Duty are in the same company, which is interesting because I think they've always been competitors, Halo and Call of Duty. And that's really interesting. Also, Microsoft just bought Bethesda not that long ago. So I think all three titles, I'd have to look this up, but I think all three titles are now under the same banner. So that's interesting that you have Call of Duty, Halo, and MW, but I can't think of what it is. But basically, it's also it was another Call of Duty type game. I can't think of it though. This is why I wanted to start putting down notes, because I think it would help a lot. So also another thing is, of course, that will some of these titles then become exclusive to Xbox, or will they still keep PC gaming? Will Microsoft allow for Battle.net to be an add-on to the Microsoft Xbox Pass, which would be, like, I would like that because I have an Xbox Pass, and if I got all of the Blizzard games with that would be amazing. Or like, even if I had to pay, like, say $5 extra, I would totally do that. If they gave me like you got a normal PC pass and then you got a premium pass, I think that'd be amazing. Like if the premium pass was like I said, like instead of 10, it was 15, or some amount like that, I think that'd be amazing, because I like playing Hearthstone. I like playing. I love playing Diablo. It's funny. I have this Diablo disc that I got in a saber contest, and I haven't played it, and I've been wanting to because I love Diablo. It's really fun. I love my favorite thing about Diablo, and it's gonna sound weird, is I love that you change the sword types. Like it was what was it? It's like a bastard sword of the cosmos, and then the cosmos was a specific um additive that would do something. So you could get just different things from the drops from the swords. I really like that. I thought that was a cool system. Um, I wish there were more different styles of weapon effects and stuff in D&D. I think that'd be fun, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that's something. Let me. Well, no, I won't backtrack. Um. So let's see. What else does that? I mean, there's obviously a bunch of things that this brings up, and that I think is interesting. And some people are talking monopoly, but the thing is, people need to realize that in the gaming microcosm, um, it's just not a monopoly yet. I'm not even sure if somebody ran all of gaming if they would necessarily consider that a monopoly, because you still have entertainment that can then challenge it, or different types of entertainment, or different genres. Like, then, if they control all video games, do they control all board games? I don't know. Like, and hey, if you disagree with me, feel free, comment, and I'll respond to you, because I just don't know. I mean, I think that because I've heard some people saying, well, then, shouldn't antitrust be in on this? And it's like, I don't, not yet. Uh, you know, I guess it can be argued that Microsoft, because of their software, has a significant market of all the PCs, because you need the software to run almost all the PCs, although you still have Linux. And I don't know how many people use Linux, but it does create a thing where it's like they don't have the entire market share. I don't know what the percentage of Linux users are. Let me check that, because that would be interesting information. Percentage of people who use Linux. So, yeah, so desktop operating system market share worldwide. This is interesting. Oh, I didn't know there's a Chrome OS. That's interesting. That's new information to me. But I did not know that was a thing. So that's kind of interesting. That there is actually a Chrome OS, but there's a Chrome OS and there's a Linux OS, and it's looks like it makes up about 8% of the market share. So say that the rest is the 92% is Microsoft. And mind you, that's only on PC, because obviously there's Apple products that use the Apple software. So that's entirely different. On their OS, but on so like if you like, that's where they would be, I think, the strongest and taking up the most market share. So then when you look at that and you just apply the fact that they have some game companies, and obviously some really big game companies, and they're not taking all the AAA, they're taking Ubisoft, and they're taking. I mean, they're not taking Ubisoft. They're not taking 2K. They're not taking EA. Then, unfortunately, all ones we're not discussing at the moment, except for 2K. Then I think that you're probably not dealing with monopoly. But like I said, anywhere near involved in antitrust. So it's definitely another issue. But if you have something that you're like, hey, you if you have some knowledge, you can go onto the Facebook page, onto the Gaming Fixx Facebook page, or Twitter at Gaming Fixx, and let me know what your thoughts are. Of course, you can let. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a glitch there, but I'm actually going to grab my phone and see if I can see if anybody's saying anything, because I just really don't like to ignore people. Let's see here. I'm trying to get a long term flow where we're communicating with everybody, or where I'm have a nice flow. I'm trying not to say as much this year, and also if you're in the chat, feel free to let me know, what are your New Year's resolutions. What are you trying to do in gaming? What are your goals to, I don't know, like, you know, I guess not self improvement necessarily. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about self improvement, you're welcome to. But I guess what are your hopes and dreams for 2022? Let me know in the chat. And once this goes up on YouTube, let me know in the comments. And we'd love to. I'd love to hear what everybody is hoping for, and what your aspirations are for, and all that. So coming out on the 28th, we have Innistrad double feature, which is kind of a combination set, and they're going to have premium events. I don't know how those are going to go. They're going to have premium events at various locations. Let me see. I'm going to check to see if our store that we're always talking about is got any premium events going. And I'm going to have to close some of these, but they're all, I guess as I use them, I already looked at this one, and I think I could probably give the information. So we'll close that to make that a little bit easier to follow. And it's loading. I'm trying to check to see what are available here. Let's drop that and Might be more. Yeah, there we go. Yep. So there we go. All right. So I'm gonna hit reload and see, because I want to. I'm guessing that it's an event that'll probably be available at Guildhouse, but I'm just trying to find out if it is. We're not getting a reload, so the internet is. I'm not gonna lie, is not doing great today, and it's pretty rough, which I have to apologize for. And so yeah, but anyway, Innistrad will feature all of the different things from both Innistrad, Midnight Hunts, and Innistrad Crimson Vow. And they'll have special silver screen cards. Those cards will be black and white with foil. And these are the premium cards. And I don't know. It just depends on your taste if that sounds like something. I've liked the black on black cards, and I don't know if it's going to be something similar to the black on black cards. So I'm kind of interested in them. I'm always more interested about playability, but I love all these new designs because I'm really into designs, and so it's something that I like looking at. But I just don't know if and I just cannot sign into chat, so I have no idea if anybody's talking to me. And if you are, I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to ignore you. But all of these really cool not chat. So really cool designs. It's not really going to add any new features to the game, from what I understand. It's basically just going to have these silver screen cards, and you'll have the opportunity to, like in a draft, to have both things from both sets. And I think it'll be pretty cool. I think I do prefer. I have to agree, or I have to think that I'd rather have a third set. I kind of miss where we had 3 sets, and hopefully we'll go back to that. That was more preferable to me, but this will be cool. And then after that, of course, is coming is Kamigawa, which I'm really looking forward to, being a big Shadowrun fan, and like that whole cyberpunk do androids dream of electric sleep styling. I think that'll be really cool to see in the Kamigawa block. So I think that'll be really something I'm looking forward to. And I'm going to check the locator real quick, and if it's not on, I just turned it off, so that'll work. Then on Xbox Game Pass for January, on coming January 18th, we have Nobody Saves the World on cloud, console, and PC. And then we have Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc Anniversary Edition for cloud, console, and PC. And then January 20th, we have Death's Door, cloud, console, and PC, and the Hitman trilogy, cloud, console, and PC. Paparazzi, cloud, console, and PC. Rainbow Six Extraction, cloud, console, and PC. Rainbow Six Siege Deluxe Edition, PC only. And Windjammers 2 for cloud, console, and PC. Then January 27th, we have Teiko no Tatsujin the Drum Master for console and PC. So that's going to be your Xbox releases, which I'm looking forward to. And then in some other news, um, Gameforge from Swords and Legends Online, Maiden 2, Nostel, and Terra is announcing their partnership with Semler.tech to publish their upcoming game Trigon Space Story, a single player offline roguelite um, strategy game inspired by FTL Faster Than Light. And from goat milk farmers to game developers, the minds behind Trigon have worked hard to bring their ideas to fruition, and that work's already paid off. And the game already has a strong following thanks to the demo currently available on Steam. So that's something to look forward to. Also, by royal decree, scouts retrieved new intel. The Pleasant Hordes will be invading at a later date. Be ready. Good morrow to these subjects. Today, developers Door 407 have announced that diplomacy is not an option. Their upcoming tower defense city builder PC game will now launch in Steam's early access on February 9th of 2022. So if you've been following that, then that will be available early access February 9th, 2022. And also, get ready to adventure into the kooky, wacky world of Kukos, Lost Pets, a magical golden era inspired by 3D platformer by the Brazilian indie studio Petite Fabrique today. The studio is excited to lift back the veil and reveal more of the story behind Kukos, Lost Pets, a game inspired by classics like Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie. If your favorite furry friend fell under a brainwash spell, are you cuckoo enough to save them? And we'll probably have look out for us to have a demo probably sometime before it's available, and it will be available. Let me see if they have an availability yet. Sometimes they do not. We will probably have this. Okay, so it looks like it's coming in 2022, but we may have we'll have Cuckoo's Lost Pets probably sometime this month. I will definitely let people know when we're doing that, and that should be pretty cool. I will tell you this week we are not going to have a. I'm not going to have a gameplay today because I'll be honest, it was. I'm still recovering, and I'm trying to. I wanted to get some content out, but I knew that I don't think a gameplay is something that's in the cards. So I'm not going to promise that today, but we might have something. We might have something this week. We might have something this week for as far as gameplay is concerned, and I'll just stay tuned and we'll try and let you know. We'll probably have I think we're going to have some Magic the Gathering stuff that will be out on YouTube. Also, pay attention to Spotify because we're going to start having the videos. This will be on Spotify as well as on YouTube. And so definitely pay attention to that. I just noticed something, and I'm kind of trying to figure out. Uh, hmm. I'm working at. Sorry, I saw something that just kind of threw me. My cousin might be working in the gaming industry. I'm going to find out because that would be intriguing. So I'm also working at. Trying to think if there's any other news. And just a reminder, one of our sponsors, Bait and Bites, has great sandwiches every day. And if you're in the Hornbrook area, you can get yourself a really delicious sandwich. Hornbrook is near Eureka, very, very up north. But if you happen to be there and you're looking to go fishing or to float down the Klamath River, then you can buy a floaty and also, like I said, a soup and sandwich, and that's at Bait and Bites. And I just tell them that cousin Frank sent you, and I guess as much as I would like for us to have some more things to say, I really don't see anything else that I wanted to convey. So I guess with that, have a great week, everybody. That was Gaming Fixx Live. Bye. For real this time. I feel like I should talk because, I don't want people to be. If you're sitting there waiting for me to end the broadcast, which I push the button, but if it doesn't end, then yeah. So I wonder if there's some other way to end the broadcast. I'm going to ask the thing, like if I just turn it off, if it would stop. Yeah, this is not ending. And oddly enough, it's not ending because it is having problems checking the internet. I'm going to close this one of these windows and maybe it'll stop.